Hello, people. What's going on? We're gonna get a reading in. We're gonna use the Storymatic cards. We're gonna also, well, we're not gonna just use these. We'll get a few of these. We're gonna use this deck though. The Divine Feminine Healing. It doesn't have to be a Divine Feminine in terms of a female. Just the energy is significant. So we'll get some cards from here. 3 things happened to me this week that I wanted to talk about earlier and I didn't. And well, actually just one is most significant. The other ones are just like talking points. Had I talked about them in a moment, it would have been significant. But the other day some guy came knocking at the door and he was just leaving a pamphlet for something to do with, I don't know, some government type of, like, you know, they leave you pamphlets to let you know about programs or some shit. Like, I don't know. But like I said, I don't answer the door. I just, if you haven't called and said you were coming, if I don't know you're coming by, your best bet is to call or text. So I'm sitting doing something and all of a sudden I hear, I was like, who the fuck is that knocking at my door like that? So I thought maybe it was my father because of how aggressive the knock was. And then right after, maybe like 5 seconds, the doorbell rang. So I'm like, who the fuck is that? Almost sound like the popo. So that's the only reason I went to go look to see who was because of how strong the knock was. So then I look and I'm like, I don't know who the freak you are, sir. I'm not answering the door. So he walks away and I watch him go down the street to see what he's gonna do. And he doesn't stop at the neighbor's house next door, which is ironic because he was just leaving pamphlets, but he didn't stop at their house. There was no car there. So it didn't make sense. Because you could get someone or you couldn't get someone, but you would still leave a pamphlet. Anyway, so I get the pamphlet and I'm like, yo, this wasn't even worth you knocking on my door like a maniac. This actually, if I'm going to be honest, it's probably one of those jobs where you, boom, ring the doorbell and then leave the pamphlet and walk away, because it didn't seem like he would be talking to me about anything substantial, just looking at him. It was very odd. So something about wishes is significant. Just be mindful of the things going on around you. It's like the dude didn't have a pamphlet or anything. It just didn't make sense. And I told the mister when he got home, and he was, of course, glad I didn't open the door. But he was like, why so aggressive with the, I swear to God, the knock scared me. Because I've had the police come to the house once or twice because of the alarm, or the fire department because of the fire alarm. The police came here once because of somebody's lost dog, and they wanted to ask us questions. Also concerning some stuff that was in our backyard. But it was a knock where, we're here, come open this motherfucker. It's the type of knock it was. So I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. Like, why not just ring the doorbell? Again, nobody answered, and you go about your business. Not knock like you're the police and then ring the doorbell as well. Something about a shining star is also significant. And wishes is a star. Wishing on a star. The name Brenda could be significant. Someone's name could start with a K. Someone could have a star tattoo, or maybe their name is Star. Maybe they have like a stage name, not a star. Like musician. I guess stripper could be as well. Shit, OnlyFans. Get on that anywhere or any place where you perform. You could be a artist in terms of a painter as well. You draw, sing, whatever. Play the instrument. The guitar is significant. Blue and black is also significant. Like the jean color blue and black. Oh, like the police uniform blue and black. Interesting. So wishes. I trust what is meant for me will show up at the right moments in my life. So someone is wishing on a star. You will always stand out above the rest. So if you're standing out above the rest, someone is wishing for you, wishing on the star, wishing on, wishing to reconcile, wishing to meet. Maybe you are a celebrity in your own right, and there are people who would like to meet you, who would like to talk to you. Body talk. I am a goddess. Okay. So that's giving off that energy, that star energy, that not quality, high honor. All right, maybe quality over quantity. So, all right, I just watched this thing with this guy, these two guys. It was like a podcast, and they're talking about this guy named Charleston White. Those names could be significant: Charleston or White, Charles, Chuck, Chucky. But Charleston White was having a conversation. He's like, I don't really know who he is and where he came from, but I know he's controversial. And he's talking to this guy about how, I don't know if he was talking specifically about black men and black women, but he said that men need to apologize to women. And I want to say it might have been black men and black women. Men need to apologize to women. And granted, it's not that the women haven't done their own part. It's almost the energy of we're both wrong. I'm fucked up in some ways, you're fucked in some ways. I've done some fucked up things, you've done some fucked up things. But if we're always both at each other's throat, how can we progress? How can we come together? Somebody has to give first. They do. They have to be in this humble energy of being able to step back and say, you know what? In this instance, it's not about what you did. I'm taking accountability for what I did. And I can't be responsible for how you take or do or say anything after this point. But I apologize for the shit that I did. The problem with that is that the response from the women, if a person, and not just a man, if a person is in their ego, whatever this person says is going to be personal. So if this person, instead of maybe wanting to take the higher road as well, and maybe not apologizing for their own part because maybe they don't see it yet, but at the very least, be able to accept that apology, accept that declaration of love, not romantic love, but just love. Truth is love. But on this end, what you may get, I told you it was wrong, I did it, is que no fiesta. That's counterproductive as well. Que no fiesta is almost the same as your person does something to you to portray you in one way or another. They lie, they cheat, they deceive you, however. And you say, all right, I forgive you, I take you back. But then you really don't forgive. Because when you forgive, you got to let that shit go. And you got to get enough of them. It's not easy. It's not like, oh, I forgive you and now we can just work this out and it's perfect. Behaviors, actions, patterns, it is what starts to build the trust back. So words mean nothing. So you have to go in with that understanding. If I'm going to trust this person, then I'm going to trust them. I can't make everything a sign. I can't start an argument with, I can't even just bring up the person that they were with again. I shouldn't if I'm trying to be productive in this relationship and we're both actually trying to progress. If say somebody is a cheater and they're still in contact with the person they're cheating on and they're still doing them same behaviors, then that's a choice you need to make about staying in this relationship. But if this person says, I don't want to do that anymore, I want to be committed to this and working on this, then we both still have to work on it. So you can't be throwing up this bitch's face or this motherfucker's name in conversation. Like, it you know, if it's counterproductive. If we're gonna both try, we have to both try. So I thought that was kind of dope. And the one dude said that when he was about to turn 30, that he apologized. He went in his Rolodex and called every female that he had dealt with, or that he still was in contact with, I guess, and apologized to them for his behavior. He said back then he was in a, you know, I guess a finding me stage, and in trying to find himself, he hurt some people along the way because of the choices that he made. So I don't know why I was saying all of that, but it's significant. So we have Hazy. Even though the pathway forward is unclear, I will continue to rely on my higher self to lead the way. This sounds so dope, because even with the hazy energy, someone may smoke. Hot boxing could be significant. A cipher could be significant. It's like, although I'm unclear or I'm sure what's to come in the future, I still have faith. I still follow my intuition. It doesn't steer me wrong. I'm always going in the right direction. And at the bottom, we have triggers. When someone's behavior irritates me, I take it as an opportunity to heal something unresolved within myself. Why is that person annoying the shit out of me? And they're not even doing anything but being. You ever just get annoyed with somebody for just being, just laughing or joking, or they could be doing other stuff too. Like there's I've encountered people who, like, you listen to them and they're cool as hell. You're talking to them, it's like, all right. But then they make these faces that are like, oh my God, why do you make those faces? And then you think to yourself, well, if those faces bother you, why are you in this person's face? Or why does it even bother you that they make those faces? Why even mention it? Why even bring it up? Why is it an issue or a problem? I don't know, but something about that is significant. Let's get some of these and see what happens. A butcher. Someone works at cutting up meat. Have powers. Someone could also, it made me think about this card in one of my decks. Something about someone's profession is significant. The card is the butcher. I'm going to get it. Not right now. The card is the butcher. And it has like a guy, I think he has on like a Freddy mask or something. And he's wearing this apron where he looks like he's working in a morgue. And he has two other people working with him. But they look kind of like zombies or vampires. So something about someone's job and their coworkers could be significant. So coworkers could be jealous of someone because of how they shine and whatever it is that they do. Someone could also like butcher a story. Sometimes I feel like I could butcher a story. I'm like all over the place. My brain goes like, it bounces and I'm like, wait. And I'm not telling the story anymore and I'm talking about something else. So like butchering a story or butchering the truth could be significant. Maybe butchering the truth about you with the hazy here could be significant. And that particular deck with the profession, the butcher, that's like a shadowy deck. So something about something you do that makes you shine, makes someone else angry. And with the butcher, it's like they try to taint the things, but they try to cut you up or even kind of dissect it away. Everything you do is an issue. Everything you do is a problem. Notice that last. Oh, wow. I trust that what is meant for me will show up at the right time, the right moments in my life. I was looking, these colors are similar, and these colors are actually similar as well. So get a feel that it's like a shape-shifting energy or a chameleon, able to blend in or maybe able to merge with different people, what you need. Thames. Thames. Is that what you need at the this, like, this energy is able to give you what you need. Yo te siento una fiesta. Es que no fe. It's like a sum of the whole. Like you're a part of everyone, connected to everyone. So you can give everyone what it is that they need at the particular time that they need it. So notice that last could be that what you trust in, what you wished in is coming true. And whatever it is that you trusted and wished in, someone is really trying to take that for you. Like if you have some type of online platform, look, amputee. Get on field to butcher you, an amputee, trying to cut you up in pieces. Get on the feed there, no jada. But this is like, if you have some type of platform, someone would go and try to, report your page, or try to slander your content. This would be someone who may even, I don't know if they would share your stuff, because they don't want people to know that they're hating on you. Not like up front and upright. Not like I'm on your page and I'm watching you. Because shit, why are you watching them if you want to butcher them? Unless it's like hate watching. People do that too. But someone has noticed that last, they're getting their wishes come true. And then, notice that last doesn't have to be a good thing either. Like, say this is someone who's always trying to tear somebody down, and now people see them as a hater. They don't want to be noticed for that because they're trying to be better than this person. So, if you notice that I'm a hater, it's like, fuck. Like my plan was, my dastardly deed was foiled. Again, see. No, that's crazy. Oh, God damn it. Hospital waiting room. Oh. So someone, this is not. Next to amputee with a butcher and a hospital waiting room. Someone could get into some type of, and then body talk. Somebody could have got into some type of altercation while they were like, get on the fiesta. High, or drunk, or hazy, not seeing straight, not thinking straight. And got themselves into some type of situation, like they were triggered by someone. Now they're talking shit, talking trash, talking shit and talking trash to the wrong person because they're ready for that body talk and that body work. Like, what did Cedric say? I wish a motherfucker would be sitting in my chair. Maybe something about that is significant. A concert. That also brought me to a memory of a friend of mine who went to a concert with an ex-friend of mine who was still a friend of hers at the time. And they got into an altercation with a group of individuals because of seating arrangements. And that is the type of friend, that is the type of friend that would be like, I wish a motherfucker would. I wish. And this is the type of person who will be able to follow through on that wish as well. So something about that is significant. And notice that last is being able to get into the hospital and get seen in the hospital waiting room. Notice that last could also be something about news reporters or something. Like say if someone was in some type of music industry or some type of entertainment industry and they were trying to get seen, and now they're seen for something negative that they done. Like maybe they did something with regard to a red rumming, the taking of someone's life, or at least the mutilation of someone. Oh my God, that's what they don't do. But you don't feel no jealous. I don't know. I want to get 2 of these cards. I don't think I shuffled these. Let's get, because I don't want to have a row full of these. I want to fill this up with 2 cards that give us like a little bit more information to work with. Oh my God, these ants. I got this stuff out for them to take home with them, but I don't know if they're taking it home. I don't know. And it's still on there. It's actually less than it was last year, but it's like they're just, I think since that hurricane that we had, and there was like the flood, like our basement flooded terribly. We lost everything that was in the basement. Everything. We had clothes, boxes and decorations, all of that. So I think since then, the beginning of the, I think then that's why we get so many ants. Ants are significant, and intrusion is significant. Karmic lessons. These karmic lessons are for everyone. Mishandled situations of the past. Circling back around for resolution. Learning your lesson at last. Something that's significant about a Capricorn, or December 22nd through January 19th. Something could be significant about someone's knees, their teeth, their bones, their skin. African violet could be significant, or pansy. Something about congestion could also be significant. Maline. Ooh, a catalyst of change. That defining moment, experience, relationship, or thought that made you realize, I need to do something different. I need to be something different. So, Daniel, your energy could be a catalyst for a lot of people. Surprise at the bottom. Your energy is a surprise to people. The way you're able to plant seeds that help people change their perspective about situations is maybe surprising. Something about this butcher could be a surprise to someone too. The catalyst of change. Oh, wow. And body parts are significant. When I was looking at, typically, these cards have all different colors. There's no rhyme or reason. When I was making these cards, and this took over a year or so to get this full deck. So there are cards in here that just have colors because at the moment, I was like, use this and use that. So there's no rhyme or reason. Everything is by chance. So when I looked at that, what I just said about the karmic lesson, that was in red. So I read this, which is Capricorn, December 22nd to the 19th of January. Then we have glands and organs and body parts. Body talk, a butcher, an amputee, a hospital room. Something is significant about someone getting hurt. This is it. Oh, and pine is here. I was just talking about pine yesterday with this pine cone that fell on my doorstep. And I saw it when I came in. It was closed when I picked it up. And now it's open. And we have a pine. The pine tree is right in front of the window that I'm sitting at. And the doorstep is on the other side of the house. Our house is not huge. The tree is pretty huge. And with all the winds, this definitely could have been blown on the porch. It's just odd that it was only that one. But now it's open. So something was closed and now it's open. And the pine cone, I looked online, it has something to do with some database that saves, it stores, protects, it, something about information. Information that is stored is significant. Capricorn is the 10th house. This could deal with someone's career. It could deal with someone's public reputation. The star will be someone who is seen out in the public. So something about that is significant. A surprise. One or two more cards. Oh, we have 4, and that is too many. But we're going to take them and make some arrangements. We'll put that there. Under the bottom, we have living rent-free in their head. Morning, noon, and night, their thoughts are always on you. Topic of their conversations are the stories factual or true. So people have a lot to say with regard to you. Some good, some not so good. Bombing. Love bombing could be significant. This is detonating an explosive device with the intention of harming people. Living rent free. So this person talks a lot of untrue shit about you. Butcher, amputee. They try to make you seem so terrible. This is a lot. Aluminum, a chemical that emits blue glow. Get up here. It shows the blood at a What the fuck? It shows the blood at a crime scene. The aluminum was this color with the hazy. So someone was high when they did something? Or drunk? Get to know that there is evidence, blood evidence of something. This sounds like too loud. What are we listening to anyway? Is this Tim's again? Oh, sorry. Jasmine could be significant. Sullivan could be significant. Bryson Tiller could be significant. The name of the song is Insecure. 8 years could be significant. This has 115 million views. Oh, the chick from Insecure is in here. All of them? Oh, that's interesting. So that show could be significant. 4 friends, 4 female friends, or 4 friends in general could be significant. 675, 115, 530, 527. September 28th, 2017 is significant. 81 is also significant. The name Barbara or Frank could be significant. Franklin could also be significant. We have, it's more important to bash her than to try to understand her. A sad symptom of the human race. People would rather throw your pain in your face. Kick you while you are down instead of helping you fixing your crown. Where is the compassion? No compassion because people are hating on you so terribly. See, it's more important to bash her than to understand her. Living rent-free in someone's head with the bombing. How they trying, damn. Somebody trying to tear you the fuck down. Influences energy fields, rejuvenates the mind, body, and energy levels. This is 285 hertz. And then the catalyst for change. Improves overall health, enhances the immune system. This is the energy that you are leaving with people. It triggers people. It makes them upset because of an influence you have. And not that you're influential. Something about you people listen to, they admire, they adore, they're drawn to, they feel connected to. And Aries is significant in red, organs, body parts. The luminol is out here with this energy. So the luminol, in terms of the blood, with a violent crime scene, has to do with the adrenal gland or the eyes, the head, oh, or the face, oh. We had earlier the knees, right? An amputee taking off somebody's legs and taking something about dismemberment. I don't know what this is. This sounds like a crime, like a real crime. It could involve an Aries. It could involve a Capricorn. Knees, bones, teeth, skin. Amputee, a butcher. Maybe these are the things that someone still has because the luminol, the evidence, the violent crime. Someone, and where is your adrenal gland? The eyes are significant, the head, the teeth, the skin, the bones, the knees. It sounds like a collector. It makes me think of that movie with Denzel Washington where he was an amputee. No, he wasn't an amputee. He was paralyzed though. So giving somebody an injection to paralyze them is significant. I don't know what the fuck this is. I don't really think I like it. Those are not your bags to carry, love. Set those burdens down. Something about an Aries and a Capricorn with setting those burdens down. And their energy feels like being influenced. Maybe someone is being influenced to tell the truth about a red rum or about a butcher or it could be all very figuratively, and someone could be this way with their words. Very cutting, very calculating, very malicious. But we got the hospital waiting room. There's too many references to the body. And the hazy energy with the luminol, the adrenal, the eyes, the head. Someone could also be maybe someone fainted or passed out and hit their head. Maybe someone hit their teeth too when they hit their face. That could be significant. And that could be an energy where it's not so like, oh my God, is this a red rum? And maybe this person feels butchered or feels like they're being... Maybe an amputee is somebody who is que tú no fíjate, prohibited from using something. Somebody who can't use their hands, who can't use their arms. It could be like one of those races too, where you both share the same leg. You tie each other's leg together and you run. So it could have been something like that as well, where there's, I don't know, where there's somebody who gets hurt because of not being able to use something. Or this could also be someone who's falling and they have something in their hand and they're not able to catch themselves. So when they fall, it's very awkward. They maybe, again, hit their face, hit their teeth. Maybe someone's eye is swollen. This could very well be somebody's in a fight because they went out there acting a fool. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, then let's see. What else do we have? Oh, that's too much. All right. A deadline. So something about a deadline with a Capricorn or an Aries. Or there's a deadline that was supposed to take place between March 21st and April 19th and December 22nd and January 19th. Get on fear that someone could have applied for something and there was a deadline to get an application in or to send back information. Something about a boss could be significant with this Aries energy. Someone's boss, this is like a boss and this is someone's profession, their job, their career. Someone could work in law enforcement. And if someone works in law enforcement, this would be like the energy that I'm feeling is someone who's like a star officer and they get all these accolades, but behind the scenes they do some really fucked up things. This is also the energy of someone who is really in this star energy, wishing on a star, in this goddess energy, getting what they want, listening to their higher self. Someone's using their intuition and listening to their higher self about a violent crime. And maybe they see things. It gives me also that energy of where it's like someone gets a transplant and now they're able to see through someone else's eyes. I realize that in terms of my visions now, when I do have them, I am the person. Like, if I'm feeling as if I'm living someone's experience, I'm looking through their eyes. I'm seeing things through the way they think. I'm seeing things and hearing things through the way they think with the head energy. The face, I look like them. the skeletal system. My body is them. Get off fear. Something about seeing something from someone else's point of view is significant, empathic energy. But the deadline. Someone could also, there could be some type of deadline with regard to some type of work someone needs to get before it's too late. Say the teeth, for instance. You wait too long to get your teeth fixed, and now it has to be pulled, and you got to get a crown. A implant and a crown, or what is that? Dentures. Get una fiesta. Something about missing a deadline. And someone could have been noticed after a deadline was already missed. It's significant. 35 minutes. All right. We'll get a few more cards. Then we'll get some of these dice. A house cleaner is significant. Someone that could be their occupation. Oh, something about criminal activity. House cleaner with the blood and the butcher. It made me think of those people that come and do the cleaners, a sweep of the house to clean stuff up. A forensic team could be significant. Maybe someone went and cleaned up some type of crime scene but left evidence behind. And it doesn't have to be blood evidence. Blood could be representative of someone left a paper trail. House cleaner. Someone didn't clean up all of the porn. Someone didn't clean up all of something with regard to trying to cut somebody down, or, like I said, butcher their name, butcher their character. We have a dinosaur scientist. Dinosaurs are prehistoric animals. There's history. So someone is studying the history of a particular event, like a officer would study the history of a murder. Accountant, maybe an accountant, would study the history of your finances. A dinosaur scientist, something about the past, something is being researched. Theories are being made. The name, I don't know what her name is, I can't say it. The name Ari could be significant. Someone's having car troubles, the car won't start. This could be significant. Maybe their car is a dinosaur, and the dinosaur scientist is the mechanic who's trying to get this shit to work, knowing good and well that you just need a new car, but knows that you're short on cash, and it's like, let me see what I can do to, like, excuse the phrase, what can I do to nigger rig this? It's just a term of someone who, instead of going to a plumber, they fix it themselves. And it may not look pretty, but whatever they did works. So something about that is significant. Maybe having like duct tape on something to hold it up. But it doesn't necessarily have to be that, but it gives that type of energy. Oh my God. A lifeguard, someone trying to run in or jump in and save someone from something. Save someone from this butcher from being an amputee. The lifeguard. Save someone from drowning. Dry drowning could be significant. I heard that term the other day. Oh, look. Subject of an interrogation. In person who needs a new job. Something about someone's doing something at their job, and they didn't do a good job of cleaning something up, and they're getting fired. And they could also be being interrogated by the police. Luminol, but this is a violent crime. Someone has information about a violent crime, an investigation. A lot of significance about people's profession could be significant. Oh my God. Excuse me. 3936 could be significant. Ginger could be significant. Maybe someone's name is Ginger. Something about someone's hair being ginger. Someone could be ginger, reddish color hair, pale skin. Someone could be Irish. Discovery of a new species. Next to house cleaner that didn't get up all the evidence. Discovery of a new species. There's just a discovery of something now. A discovery of a new species of dinosaur. So dinosaurs are prehistoric. They talk about, they denote, you know, the past, history. They were also larger than life, almost where some would ask if they actually really did exist. We have the bones, but some would say that those are not real. Or it also reminds me of that guy who said that he found that thing from space or whatever, that black thingamajig, and it kept growing in water. It kept growing in water. Like growing in water, growing in your emotions, but it was black. So almost like a trigger where someone is very emotional about something, and as they're sitting in this emotion, sitting in this area where this emotion is bringing out this black gook in them that's just growing and growing and growing. So the lifeguard would come and try to take, it would be like, get off here, I'll give a perfect example. I went to, it was my 31st birthday, I believe. And I went to this bar. I had a birthday party at this bar. I'm drinking, smoking. It's the first year I'm smoking, a weed smoker, and it's my birthday. So I'm drinking and smoking. Bad combination because I drink fucking Hennessy. Well, I used to drink Hennessy. So I'm toe the fuck back. Everybody's been buying me drinks all night. So I'm like, I'm feeling, I was going to say better than better, but I don't know if it was better than better. I was out there. So the friend that I told you who, you know, was ready to, I wish a motherfucker would be in my seat. She was with me at the end of the night, and another friend. Everybody's gone, we're leaving, and it was these girls that came in. I don't even know why the fuck. Maybe, no, I think it was the way one of them looked at me. But I'm drunk and shit. So I was like, D, who these bitches looking at? She's like, and they were big girls. It was like 3 or 4 of them. And I was like, who are these bitches looking at? They want a problem? And my friend is like, yo, you know I'm here, I got you. But bitch, you can't do shit. You want me to handle all these bitches? Get no fear that. It gives that energy. Trying to save me from my emotions, save me from my feelings, save me from that black gook in me getting bigger, and talking shit that I ain't got. Yo, when I say I'm barely walking straight and talking shit, ending up in the hospital, messing with a person who was like, I wish a motherfucker would. Messing with a person who says, I wish a motherfucker would. And now you're in the hospital. Get no fair, the bandaged up, your eyes all jacked up, your head got bandages on it. You may have a concussion. Get no fear that because you're talking shit. Something about that is significant. Something about someone being pregnant or pregnancy could be significant. All right, because we were supposed to put these down, right? Person in mourning. Wild card, make your character an animal. Make your character an animal. Kids don't feel that. In their animal instincts, angry, a crime of passion could be significant. Someone could have tried to clean up their own crime of passion and didn't clean it up. And maybe, I don't know. This person in mourning is notice that last. Wow. This person who's noticed that last and the person in mourning could be an Aries with a deadline. And the next gold card is a reluctant participant. So the butcher, the amputee, the house cleaning, the discovering a new species of evil, of black gunk. All right, with this person in mourning next to the person noticed at last, it made me think of a wife or a spouse whose person has passed away, or someone is close to someone who's passed away, and this person is now using this as an opportunity to get noticed by people, to be, gain that sympathy, almost like that Munchausen, where a person does something to their child, a parent, in order to get that sympathy from people, the attention. Somebody did something and received attention from it. I don't know, it's right next to the violent crime. It feels like somebody did something to someone and now they're reaping the benefits of it. And a reluctant participant could be someone who participated who didn't want to, or the person who is no longer here didn't want to be in the relationship anymore, a reluctant participant in a relationship with a person who was an animal, their carnal instincts, acting very aggressive and angry. A boxer, someone who's always physically abusive. All right, let's get some of these letters so we can get the hell up out of here. I should have just did the dice. What time is it? We'll just do the dice. It's just easier. Pequeña tierra, sí. And we'll just do the 3 and the divining dice. Ooh. So on the outskirts here, we have Cancer, Gemini, Taurus, Aries, Leo, and Virgo energy. This is here near the lifeguard, someone who needs to be saved. And with lifeguard and the way this card is on the outskirts, it almost feels like somebody needs to come and save these people here, or these energies. These people could be involved in this subject of an interrogation. These people could also be involved with needing a new job. Get on the theater. We have number 12 with the divining dice, and that is key, a new perspective and solution. Something about red blood cells is in the blood, dealing with a violent crime scene. Get on the theater. Things that aren't visible to the naked eye are significant. This is crazy. So this deadline energy has something to do with an Aquarius, a Libra, a Sagittarius, a Scorpio, a Virgo, a Cancer, a Gemini, and an Aries. All these people are significant with regard to the deadline. It could be something about their health, their job, their public reputation. The person in mourning, who is also in this hazy energy, is in Aquarius, a Libra, Capricorn, Taurus, Gemini, and Pisces. All right. With your permission. Someone needs permission. Makes me think of not having your freedom, needing permission, like a high school student or grammar school, high school student. Well, everybody could just walk out if they wanted to. But there's like rules that you have to follow. So the number 10 is significant with this Aries energy, specifically the head energy levels in the face. That is Lantern. Oh shit. Look within, time alone. So this is someone who needs to go into some type of hermit mode, or is in some type of hermit mode. A hermit mode could be a private investigator, a police officer, someone who's looking into some type of crime. This body talk with I am goddess has to do with this Aries, Cancer, Aquarius, Gemini, Pisces, and Taurus energy. Something about the body is significant with those signs as well. The talk energy with I am goddess is significant to Sagittarius, Libra, Aquarius, Virgo, Scorpio, and Cancer. So maybe those people want to talk with regard to the body, and the other signs are significant to the actual body itself. I don't know what that means. And one more. 5005 could be significant. Mirroring energies. So we have the number 3, and that is compass, intuition, and direction. So there's some intuition and new direction, new information with regard to a person who is or was in mourning. And luminol with regard to this chemical agent, something that emits blue. A lie detector test could be significant. A breathalyzer could be significant. Someone could be drinking and driving. The energy next to this Capricorn energy is right next door, so it's like on the outside looking in, but it's right there. So they're involved in some way. We have Pisces, Libra, Scorpio, Aquarius, Gemini, and Cancer. We also have here with the last, notice that last, in between, the notice that last, in between this Aries energy, we have Taurus, Gemini, Leo, Aries, Virgo, and Cancer. And with the hazy energy, we have Aries, Cancer, Virgo, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Sagittarius. So yeah. All right, that's all I got. I'm going to go. I thank you for watching. I love you all so very freaking much. Have an awesome day. Bye.